Number 10, Earth-moving wind storm. The rotation speed of the Earth's spin exceeds 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, and the atmosphere moves with it at the same pace. If Earth's rotation is suddenly stopped, the atmosphere would continue to move at over 1,000 miles per hour. This would effectively bring the Earth a huge case of wind burn. Pretty much everything on the Earth's surface that isn't attached to bedrock would be sent flying. Trees, buildings, and elephants would be blown away by the force of the fiercely high winds. Anything that doesn't get blown away would be severely eroded by the powerful blast of wind and debris. There will not be many survivors, and those who do survive are surely doomed. Number 9, mass fires. The 1,000-mile-per-hour wind created by the Earth's rotation being stopped is faster than an atomic bomb's blast. The supersonic speed of the wind would cause fires to ignite worldwide. This would add to the stress of the survivors who aren't already burning. The smoke that would be produced would choke the atmosphere. Number 8, very long days and nights. Because the Earth rotates on its axis as it revolves around the Sun, we have our 24-hour day. If the Earth no longer rotated, it would still take a year to revolve around the Sun, but the day as we know it would be very different. Half of the Earth would be in darkness and extreme coldness for 6 months, while the other half would be scorched by the Sun's radiation for the 6 months. The Sun would also appear to be stationary, as Earth only orbits at a rate of about 1 degree every 24 hours. Number 7, the Moon versus the Earth, Final Showdown. The Earth's rotation is faster than the Moon's, which results in the Moon creeping slowly away from Earth. If the Earth stopped spinning, the Moon would be pulled toward Earth, and eventually the two would be on a gravitational collision course. The Moon would either eventually collide with Earth or break into pieces prior to impact. Either way, it would be an apocalyptic event. A collision between the Earth and Moon is one of the top 10 catastrophic things that would happen if the Earth stopped spinning. Number 6, oceans gone wild. If Earth rotation were to suddenly cease, the oceans would continue to move at a high rate of speed, causing all sorts of chaos and destruction. The oceans would be thrown from the seabed. Out-of-control oceans are one of the top 10 catastrophic things that would happen if the Earth stopped spinning. Mega tsunamis would first demolish coastal areas before moving inland to wreak havoc. The oceans and lakes would redistribute on land and saturate the atmosphere. Needless to say, the vast majority of marine life would be obliterated. After the water settled, it would eventually migrate to the poles, and the entire geography of Earth would be altered. Number 5, loss of magnetic shield. The rotation of the Earth's core provides us with a magnetic shield that protects Earth from solar winds and radiation. One of the top 10 catastrophic things that would happen if the Earth stopped spinning is that the Earth's core would eventually stop spinning as well. This would result in the loss of the Earth's magnetic shield. Without the magnetic shield, the Earth would be overwhelmed by solar winds and deadly radiation that would mercilessly fry the Earth. It would be nearly impossible for anything to survive this type of aftermath. Number 4, mega earthquakes and volcanoes. The Earth is made up of the core, mantle and the crust. If the Earth stopped spinning, there would be incredible friction between these layers that would lead to massive earthquakes and volcanoes on an unimaginable scale. Not only would the volcanoes above ground violently erupt, but also the ones beneath the oceans. These occurrences alone would deal a fatal blow to the planet. It's not really worth getting worried about though, because the Earth will not suddenly stop spinning. Number 3, a hurricane would cover the Earth. If Earth suddenly stopped spinning, we know the atmosphere would keep moving and produce the aforementioned supersonic winds. It would also create a long-lasting hurricane that would cover the entire globe. It is hard to imagine how many millions of tons of debris would be flying wildly around the Earth's atmosphere. Number 2, Sun blotted out. Supersonic winds, volcanoes and global fires would fill the atmosphere with all sorts of debris. The airborne Earth, Billions of tons of volcanic ash and thick smoke would fill the atmosphere. This would cause the sun to disappear for a long period of time, prompting an acute global cooling. A blotted out sun might actually be a good thing, because after all the smoke and debris has cleared, the sun's rays will no longer be filtered. When the sun reappears, it will fry the earth with its radiation. Number 1, you will die. You might be able to survive the initial chaos if you are lucky enough to be standing on one of the poles at the time the earth suddenly stops spinning. Don't start celebrating yet. You would still need to deal with the earthquakes, volcanoes, fires, tsunamis and hurricanes. After that, there would be the blotting of the sun and sharply plummeting temperatures, followed by massive doses of radiation and cosmic debris. Don't forget the oceans will be settling over the poles. In the end, there is no escaping the fact that if the earth stopped spinning, the human race and almost every other living thing would be annihilated.